was loud. That was unnecessarily loud. Let me just get a drink. Stay hydrated, kids. Righty. That's the wrong way. Document. I'm really bad at this. So, I've now sorted out all of my papers. See, I've totally got a stack of paper and not just a full-on A4 refillable notepad that makes it look like I've wrote more than I have. Nope, totally not. That's not. You might be wondering, what is this video? And why are you so bad at recording videos? Well, to answer your first question, you'll find out if you watch the video. To answer your second question, I don't know why I'm so bad at filming videos. I love cosplaying Nikolai. He's great. He's fun. He's very silly. But he's also... Hi, again. But he also has a lot more to his character than just being a little silly guy, right? There's a lot more to his character than that, like the whole thing about him liking birds, which people... He's a guy that likes freedom. He wants to be free, and he feels like he's just trapped in this world, and he just wants to be set free. Anyways, I haven't really done a lot of cosplaying right now, but I will hopefully get more motivation in the future. And right now, if you're wondering why I haven't posted anything, it's because I'm brushing a Nikolai wig and it's taking me days, and I'm not joking. That thing is driving me insane, brushing it for hours and hours and hours, and it is still not brushed yet. But I'm planning on putting playing cards in the wig or something. It's gonna look good, okay? I will hopefully get more motivation to cosplay. What's one thing that I love? Bungu Stray Dogs. I know. Who would have guessed? Not me. Bungu Stray Dogs is great. There's many things that I like about it. The character designs, the stories. I can rant about it all day. There's so much that I love about it. And for the most part, I think the fandom is pretty cool. I've met some nice people, and I have some very cool mutuals on TikTok, which are all very nice, and I love them, and all of their cosplays are beautiful. And I'm on a lot of the good side of the fandom. However, there is also the bad side, like every fandom has. Oh no. Being in a fandom can be a great way to find a community and to find people with similar interests, make new friends, etc. It can be really lovely. Is this microphone even working? Oh God, my phone's on 5%. I think the microphone's gonna die. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, so seeing as I'm on the more positive side of the fandom, I decided to do a bit more research onto the negative side because I don't really see it. I'm not really on the negative side. So I asked around for some opinions of my friends. Very cool, very slay, very stunning. Yes, amazing. Is this still recording? And don't send hate to others. That's very important. I want to get that across. That's not cool. No matter what someone does, I don't think it's okay to send hate. They could be a terrible human being. As soon as you start sending hate, what do you think? You're better than them? You're not really. And the only way people are going to learn is if you talk to them. Like sometimes people send hate to others for asking a simple question. They just want to learn. Talk to them. Shipping culture. Oh no. By the way, just want to make this a big point that I'm going to get across. I'm not talking about pro shippers. In this whole section, I'm talking about shipping culture. I'm not talking about pro shippers because they promote harmful behaviors. Okay? I'm not talking about them. Don't bring them into this. They're not part of this when I'm talking about shipping culture. They're not part of it because some of this doesn't apply to them. And everything I say also doesn't apply to everyone in the fandom. I love seeing different ships and people's different views on different ships, like who could work with who and various opinions that people have on different characters. I think it's all fascinating, and people are allowed to have different opinions. Shipping is a huge part of fandoms. It's light-hearted and fun, and it's putting two characters together that you like. However, some people seem to hate on others for this, and that is not very cool. Some people dislike any ship that isn't canon, and that's alright, as long as they're not sending hate to people. People are allowed to have different opinions and different ships to yours. There isn't one that's only right, because fan-made ships aren't canon. I've seen people get hate and people who have gone off of the internet because they've done a ship that other people don't like. And I think that that's actually ridiculous. There are many popular ships within this fandom, and others can get hate for having an opinion on having a ship that isn't one of the popular ones, which is really weird. Why do you hate on people for that? I think it's stupid, if I'm going to be honest. People are just having fun. I mean, again, shipping can be good. I found the Bungo Stray Dogs fandom through Dazai and Chuya. That's how I found them, and that's great. And there is more to the series than the ships. It's okay if you watch it for the ships. However, just know that there is a whole story. Now then, quiz time! You were scrolling through your recommendations and spot a video of a ship you don't like. Do you? A. Send them hate comments. B. Dox. Or C. Ignore it and move on with your life. Now, I'll give you some time to think. If you said C, then congratulations. You're a decent human being. Yippee! Congrats! You didn't send hate, you didn't hurt a person. That's awesome, good for you. And if you said one of the others as a joke, then yeah. Watering characters down. God, my phone's on 1%. Anyways, let's rush through this then, shall we? There are lots of people who don't know about the stories or the characters and shows. Some characters are watered down due to their ships, their backstory, or personality traits, etc. An example of this is Atsushi's flashbacks are annoying. Atsushi has one of the best representations of PTSD I have ever seen. People with PTSD have repetitive trauma flashbacks. I'm sorry to bring it to you, but that is just a thing that happens. And his trauma shaped him to who he is as a person and why he does what he does now. He thinks the way he thinks because of everything he's gone through. He wants to help others and wants them to see that they are worthy of living and they deserve to have a life. So his flashbacks are important because it makes him who he is today. So yes, they are relevant. There are so many things about characters that people water down or shove to the side because they don't like it or just don't care, aren't willing to learn more, and continue to spread the wrong information. Sometimes you just don't know. There are many things that I don't understand about the show, and that's okay. But there's a difference between not knowing something and refusing to learn and just continue saying the wrong things. There is also some sexism, and there are a lot of people that hate on every single woman character for literally no reason. Yes, they are main characters of the show and you might like other characters more, but to say every single woman character is completely irrelevant is, again, really stupid. And some people, again, see some of the woman characters as only their ships. Like Lucy, oh, isn't she the girl that likes Atsushi? There is more to her character, and you know, Yosuno, she has a full backstory in one of the episodes. I can't remember what season. Moral of the story: people can shit who they want, people can do what they want, people are allowed to have their own opinions, you don't have to hate them on having an opinion that's different to yours. Respect other people, love people, love awesome, beautiful, respect. You have your own opinion. Women characters deserve less backlash than they do. Shouldn't water down characters, and just be nice. Kindness is nice. I love kindness. Being kind is great. Just be kind. And that's the moral of the story. Goodbye. Goodbye.